Starting the stream. Hi, everybody. Hello. Who wants to talk to you?
I don't know.
Why are you so pops?
No, it was you.
It was
It was
me?
you going live,
Ah,
and then it was
I did do that.
my period app wanted me to know if I needed to tell it anything today.
And did you?
No, I didn't. My old period app would just automatically put the dates of my period in there. This one does not. You have to you have to go in and it wants you to tell them about your period every day. I don't got time for that.
That's annoying. That's annoying.
But I like to keep track.
Aw, thanks, Clark. It's a little thin still. But we're getting there.
What?
What? Clark said nice beard.
I like it.
It's a little itchy.
I like
a
mine
little itchy.
bearded.
But we're getting there. You gotta move over a little farther, love. You're still a little out of frame there. There we go. Now we got you. Now we got you. Now we lost you again. Now we got you again. That's you. In the corner there. Looking all creepy.
I don't know, creepy.
Just the way you're slurping. You slurp.
We need to get different chairs so that we both can sit down. We need like a bench.
A bench. What's up, Lokadoo? What are you crying about? What are you crying about?
You're not paying attention.
What? What? You're very loud, pup. Let's see what we have to make fun of today. Not that much. There's not really much new going on. I think we made fun of this last week, but they put it back up. So I think I actually saw this in Dick's the other day.
The gun or
yeah,
the
the gun.
hopper? The hopper is definitely at Dick's.
The gun. It's a combo, I'm sure. I'm sure it comes CO2
No,
tank, gun, and hopper.
At Dick's, you could just get that hopper, and it was $7.
Okay, but I'm sure it was part of the package. Anyway, my point is probably not worth $25. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we made fun of the Spider Victor as well, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Well,
You said it was like $7 for the entire thing.
I would even say probably less than that. I remember I tried to give a Spider Extra, which is basically the same thing as a Victor, except it actually has a front grip, so it's actually slightly better, to Punisher's paintball. And he said, I don't want it. We have too many because people just give them because they're worth nothing. And they can't get rid of them, so they just give them to paintball parks.
Why don't we
And the
give
paintball
them
park
to
can't use them.
Kid paint.
The blue one we could give away, but that purple one I'm keeping forever. What are you trying to say? Why you gotta be like that?
I'm not like anything.
That's the first mechanical
Sweetie,
paintball gun I ever
You
had.
can keep whatever paintball gun you want. Just get rid of the dragons.
I'm watching you.
What do you think? I'm gonna drive to Goodwill and give it away? When would I be able to do that? When you're at work. When?
Just saying, man. Just saying.
I would never do that.
So this man still has this stuff up. He reposted. You need to stop.
Sorry.
You need to stop.
Why is he quitting the sport?
I don't know. Because he's old.
I feel like you wouldn't sell your stuff even if you were quitting the sport. You may sell a couple things.
And some of the stuff is good. Like, so this Exalt loader, that's pretty good. Freak kit is good for people that like freak kits. These pods look fine. Gun stand looks fine. But that the The pod pack looks decent.
I mean, that's a lot of stuff.
Exalt case. Young golf cart, Alex!
Alex! Woo woo! He's in the house!
In the house! Clark's in the house! Alex is in the house!
I don't know what house, but they're in the house.
The house.
We've made fun of this before.
It's true. And this was not terrible, but, you know.
It depends on how old all of those things are. Like, the knee pads and the elbow/arm pads, I think they sell them individually and they're $40.
They were good stuff back when, you know, he would have bought them originally, so I don't think that's too bad. Again, these masks someone put up again. Still could not pay me enough.
Nobody wants those masks.
To wear those on the field.
That's the same company, though, as your town.
Yeah, Brass Eagle. I know.
I'm just making a comment.
Just because I love the gun doesn't mean I think it's wonderful.
No.
Speaking of which,
I'm connecting
speaking
the
of which,
companies.
you need to grab it for me.
Do you need to hold it?
Because I need to hold it gingerly and stroke it so Alex can see it. Alex. My Brass Eagle Talon. My baby. I bought it for way more than I should have.
He doesn't caress me that gingerly.
Hi, Pop. Hi, Pop. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, baby? Get down. Get down.
Sit down.
So, yeah.
It's not something you can put in your mouth, babe.
First paintball gun I ever owned. Not this exact one. I bought this from Goodwill. But, you know, in general. Okay, I'm done.
Well, where's the one that you own?
It was in my mother's basement. I'm sure she threw it away.
You should go looking for it.
That purple one, though, that is truly the first mechanical gun I ever owned. Let's see. Best offer takes it all. So this guy's not actually asking for a...
But it says
specific...
$3,000 in equipment.
But he's obviously not looking for that much. He's got some decent stuff here.
That's a good hopper.
He's got a die rotor, a gravity, a couple of agitators. He's got a Tip-X with a bunch of mags, so that's good.
I mean, aren't those things alone?
That looks like a Vio.
40?
They're expensive. They're not cheap.
So what does it say? I have a full paintball arsenal ready for war, everything included. I got all this equipment from a good friend to initially use for props. Seeing on the videographer. But now it's really just in the way, and I'm sick of moving it from upstairs to downstairs, and prob won't use it much. So would rather it be with someone who can actually get some equipment or enjoyment and use out of. Everything works fine to my knowledge, and everything you could need is included. Altogether is well over $3,000 in equipment, but I'm obviously not looking to get that for it. So best offer takes it all. Not selling anything separate unless you want half of it. All I can do that. Anytime after 8 a.m. and before midnight is good to call or text.
You're still reading.
First of all, use a period. I'm really just over these people on Craigslist who don't know how to capitalize things, who don't know how to use proper punctuation.
Anyway, he's got some decent stuff in here. I
We
don't
should
know how much I'd
we
be
should
worried.
give him like 15 and then just give it all to Mary.
Could do that. I don't think he's going to take 15 for it.
Why? He got it for free.
Well, then email him. Tell him you want 15 for it. So I think that's all we have to make fun of today. So moving along. To the Castle Huggins song. No, nothing.
Fraggle Rock.
It's not from Fraggle Rock.
I don't know. I don't think I ever watched Fraggle Rock.
It's not from Fraggle Rock. What's wrong with you?
A lot of things. A lot of things are wrong with me. Everybody knows that a lot of things are wrong with me.
Alex, did you see me stroking my new gun? You may have missed that. Actually, we have 2 new guns now.
We have 2 new guns?
Well,
Yes, we do have
we
2
do
new
have
guns.
2. We'll reveal the new gun as well.
That can be...
He did not see me stroke it. I have to restroke. Bring forth the stroking. He disappeared again. apparently we've died now.
We've died a lot.
But that's what makes her perfect. What makes you perfect? What made you perfect?
But there's a lot of things wrong with me.
Oh, good. He's still there. Can you still hear us, everybody? And see us? Because it says we've died. It says we have died. Puppy dog. What do you want?
Can we stop and
What's
rejoin?
up, sweetie? Okay, well, they can still hear us, so that's all that matters.
Nobody gets to see us.
So, this is my brass eagle Talon.
That you can't see.
That I can't see, but he can see it.
Oh, he can see it. So it's just dying on our end?
Yes, it's just dying on our end.
Okay. That's weird, but okay.
I bought this from Goodwill on Craigslist. Not Craigslist.
eBay?
For more than I should have spent.
But it excited him.
It is very old school. This is the type of paintball gun. So Brass Eagle Talon is the first paintball gun I ever owned. Right here. It's a piece of crap. It doesn't work very well. But you can literally use it as a hammer and then still shoot it. So there is that. Actually, I'm not sure I would trust doing that. Because it is plastic, so I'm not sure I would trust doing
it. I
that.
think it would break.
But yeah, it's a pump. And it uses CO2 cartridges like a Tip-X would. Doesn't shoot very far. And it's all one hunk of plastic too, so it's just I don't know if you guys can see the seam there, but it's just two pieces of plastic molded together. What do you want? What do you want?
He wants you to play with him. I asked you if you wanted me to put him in the crate while we were live.
Well, do you want to put him in the crate while we're live?
You said no.
What's up, baby boy? Yeah, so it doesn't shoot very straight. It's not great by any means. But nostalgia. You know how that goes. It's older than a Splatmaster by far, so there's that. Splatmaster probably
Weren't
looks
you
like this, not
8?
this looks like Splatmaster.
Weren't you 8 when you started playing?
I was in 3rd grade.
So you were 8.
Yes.
8, 9.
8, 9. I would have been 8 because I turned to 9 that summer.
Okay.
Okay. Pull out the other one. We got another one too. So that brings us to today's topic, which is the Streetball Tournament that I played in on Sunday. So on Sunday...
You only get to show them one, though.
What?
You only get to show them one. Because this was easy to pull out.
This is the one.
Yes, but isn't there another piece to it? So you're only showing them this one.
There is another piece to it,
I
yes.
wasn't going to pull that piece out.
Why is this being so weird? Can everybody still hear and see me?
Is this the same thing as your E-Tech where it reverses?
Reverse threads, yeah. Okay, well, they can still apparently hear and see us. So,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on our end. According to our feed, we're frozen. But anyway, so I have here specifically a G-Mech. We also have the G-Tech, which is same thing, except this is mechanical, and
Oh, you have the mechanical?
I have the mechanical frame on. So as you can see, just a single pull trigger. It is a slider though. Safety on it. So this is the G-Mech.
Watch where you're sticking that barrel.
Because it's mechanical. The G-Tech, which is actually how it comes as a G-Tech, is electronic. It comes, and we have the OLED board with it. And the Streetball Tournament, I played with the G-Tech. I bought it that morning, and I played with it. and I liked it. It's pretty good. It's almost exactly the same thing as my G-Tech. What am I saying?
E-Tech?
My E-Tech 5. It's almost exactly the same thing, except that it is a spool valve as opposed to a poppet valve. So, other than that, same thing.
You broke it.
Pretty easily come out, but I switched it over to the mechanical frame. I'm going to try that out next time I go out, which maybe this weekend. I don't know. It depends on if I'm working or not. But yeah, I liked it. It's pretty good. It's the handle this way is thicker.
You're not playing paintball this weekend. In the forecast, and I'm not saying that because I'm telling you what to do. I'm saying
sounds like you're telling me what to do.
That the weather forecast, it's supposed to rain and snow all weekend.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Last time I checked, it was supposed to rain all day on Saturday.
Clark, those are contradictory ideas. Let me say why. Last night it was bloody freaking cold.
It's supposed to be warm, but it's supposed
That's
to rain.
only a 40% chance of rain.
Well, that's 100% chance.
Okay, so I'm not playing on Saturday. I understand that part.
Okay.
Why you gotta kill my dreams? Why do you have to kill my dreams?
I'm not killing any dreams, love. You do what you want. You
Anyway,
always do.
hoping to use it this weekend just to try the mechanical frame. So they had a sale on for Black Friday where if you bought the G-Tech, you got the OLED board for free, and then you could get the G-Mech frame for it for it was like $75 or $80, something like that. It was cheap, really cheap compared to usual. So it's basically two guns in one for the price of just a lot of other guns. So yeah, I played the tournament with it, and I like it. It's pretty good. So A-Dog, her, as you guys know, I'm sure, her mini don't work no mo. Sadly.
Right.
So we're looking for a replacement for her. I don't think she's gonna like this one because of how thick this is.
You really gotta start. You're gonna hit me in the head with that.
One can only hope. Aren't you used to me hitting you in the face with long barrel type things?
Why do you gotta tell people what happens in our own private areas?
Anyway, so I think it's probably a little too thick for her this way. It feels good on my hand because I have big hands. But she has small girly hands because she's a small girly person.
I do not have girly hands. I may have small hands. They're not girly.
So her small girly hands probably can't handle how thick this is. It is kind of weird. The thing I really don't like...
My small girly hands can't handle how thick...
Now who's taking it dirty? The thing I really actually don't like about the G-Mech frame is this part right here, the finger indentation. I find that kind of weird. I don't know why it's there. I guess if you're used to the double trigger that the Tech has, it's trying to make up for that. But I find it actually a little bit too small for my middle finger. But anyway, we'll see how if I get used to it or not. But anyway, so this will probably end up taken over as my primary marker, and she'll probably end up using the E-Tech 5. But we'll know that for sure after she plays with the E-Tech for a while and sees if and she's going to try this one too. If you like this one better, obviously she gets this one. If she likes the other one better, then if she can handle me, she can handle anything. Yes, Loki, do you want to say something to the good people? Or do you just want to lick the gun? It is pretty, isn't it?
It probably smells like paintballs.
You're weird. You're weird. Yeah, you're weird. Okay, down. Down, pup. Down, pup. Yeah, Loki decided he went to the Streetball Tournament with us. He decided not only to chow down on many a paintball, which he does and always has loved. He also decided to eat a cigarette.
Yeah. Kivo's cigarette.
Took it
right out of Kivo's
Took it right out of Kivo's hand and ate it. So he's a strange dog.
No. Ow. His tooth
crusty
Stop
ones.
trying to bite it. You
He
weirdo.
then found 2
Ow.
pieces of pizza.
Get down.
And I ripped those out of his mouth, but then he ate, I gave it to him as a treat. He did some tricks.
Get.
But Loki does not like the paintball field.
Loki, what do you want, baby?
He does not like to be left alone.
What, sweetie?
He does not like to be tied up.
What, sweetie?
He's a very anxious pup.
Yes, I love you, but you're disturbing the show. You're disturbing the show. Yes, you are. Get down.
Maybe get down.
Get down. So, yeah, bought it that morning. Put the OLED in. Programmed it to 10.5 balls per second because that was the limit. Makes sense. There was also no ramping or anything. It was just one pull, one shot. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I certainly actually didn't before I talked to John about it. So what a Streetball Tournament is everyone that wants to play, everyone that wants to participate in it, gets a ticket, or you put your name on something and you draw it at random, and okay, red team are the following 5, blue team are the next 5, green team, red team, purple team, and orange team. There were 5 teams. And so it's completely random. You don't know whose team you'll be on until the day of. And it was pretty cool. I liked it. I thinking about it later, I realized I really liked it because it takes a lot of the competitiveness out of it. And it's more just they're having fun as opposed to they're trying to, win as Dunedain. It's more about just having fun. I still wanted to win, obviously, but yeah, I really liked that. So the max we could get per game was 3 points. You got 1 for the flag pull if you were the first team to get the center flag, and then you got 2 points for a flag hang. So you took the center flag to the opponent's start position. If it was a clean hang, you got 2. If it was a dirty hang, the opposite team got 1 point. So the max you get in any round was 3 points.
It was a dirty hang, did you say?
Yeah, if you got shot and you hung it. Yeah. So the team I had, there was a player who was a speedball player, had played speedball tournaments but never a woods ball tournament. Another guy who, I don't know if he plays speedball a lot, but he had never played a woods ball tournament. He had played speedball tournament. And then there were 2 others that had never played a tournament at all. One of them was fairly new to the game in general. And then there was me, who has played both. Not that I'm greatly experienced in either one of them, but I have played both. So, which was good because in the Streetball Tournament there was 3 woods ball fields, and then we played on speedball. So you kind of had to play all of them, and the more experience you had with them, the better. And so it was nice to have kind of I guess I was the only one that had woods ball tournament experience, but 2 speedballers, that was nice to have. And so the game 1, before the game even started, I asked everybody, who's played, who's done what, so on and so forth. That's where we got all that information. And I didn't really want to take over. I didn't want to be that guy. So I was like, does anyone have any ideas? And I also asked who had played that field before, and the 2 speedballers had never played at P3 before. So that gave them a disadvantage there. The other 2 had. But I was like, does anyone have any ideas? Does anyone have any specialties? Anything you particularly want to do? And no one was giving me anything. So, I had to take over because no one was doing anything as far as, planning or anything. So, Adog and I had talked about things, and I had made up some plans. So I just kind of tried to go with that. And so I wanted the newest player and one of the experienced speedballers to go left into the woods for the first game. And then I had one guy that was the observer/gunner. He would stay in the center and just like call everything out. And I wanted the other one to go right. And this was on Vietnam, if anyone knows that field. And I was going to run straight for the flag. Now, I can be a fairly fast sprinter. I do have long legs, but I'm not entirely confident on myself as, I'm not the fastest, that's for sure. I would rather someone fast go for it than me, but I was like, does anyone want to go get the flag? And no one said yes, and I was like, I guess I'll do it then. So I ran for the flag. I didn't quite get there. I did get next to it. And I was trying to make the move for it, trying to go for it, and I get shot in the back. And I was like, did my teammate just shoot me? I don't know. And I turn around, and there's a green guy there. So green got behind me, and then he proceeded to take the rest of the team out. Well, what happened was the newest guy on our team went into the woods like we talked about, but the other one didn't. I look over, and he's not on the left in the woods. He's on the right in the clearing, which meant there was one guy over there who was a fairly new player and just got swept by I think there were 2 green guys. Took him out and then just took the rest of us out from behind. Didn't go too well, so they got 3, we got 0. So our next round, I said to the one guy, hey, could you go in the woods this time, like we talked about, maybe? And he was like, yeah, I guess I could do that. So he went to the woods, and we ended up winning that one. We got the flag.
We didn't hang.
But yeah, we didn't hang it, but neither did they. So it was 1-0. So technically that's a win, but it's not. It's a completed, not an accomplished. That's a Star Fox reference in case anyone's old enough to know that. Alex, you should be.
Also, let's just discuss that green and purple, by luck of the draw, had very good players on that team.
Well, yeah, we're getting to that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're getting to that. So then, after those 2, we moved over to Ultimate Woods Ball, which...
You did very well on Ultimate
We
Woods
did.
Ball.
We did well on Ultimate Woods Ball. Do a barrel roll. Actually, that's an aerial roll. But it doesn't sound as good. But anyway, so we went over to Ultimate Woods Ball, and Ultimate Woods Ball in the center, for anyone that has never played that field, has a long center wall of pallets, and then on top of that is netting, and that's where they hung the center flag. So in my mind, as long as we got to that center wall super quick, we were good. We were good. And so that's what we did. I got to the center wall as fast as I could, pulled the flag, game 1, got those points for it. I ended up taking a shot to the head, so I got out. But we got the flag, and then the thing about that center wall is the flag is now on our side of the wall. And like I said, it's a pretty long wall. So in order to get even to that flag, they had to get around the wall, which we made impossible. So we won that game 1-0 as well. Then we switched sides, did it again, and on that one, again, I got to the center wall, pulled the flag, and survived that time. And then ended up getting the hang, and we got all 3 on that one. And then we went down to Black Forest, which is an odd field for tournament play, I must say. It's shaped triangularly. It's not a normal shape for a woods ball tournament, or any tournament of that matter. Would you agree with that?
For a tournament,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily play it on a tournament, but it's good for the number of people you had.
The number, yes. I just made the shape.
How are you seeing it as a triangle?
Well, because near side goes like this, and then you have the part that goes down into the valley, and it kind of goes straight over here. And then far side has the narrow end over there, and it gets wider and wider until you get down to that bowl shape, so it's like this.
Like that?
Picture near side. You're starting at near side.
Where is your height?
Start at near side.
Yes.
If you go left.
Yes.
Towards the main road.
Yes. Is that
and then that goes straight. That's a straight, pretty straight. Okay. If you go right, you go down the hill. And you can go fairly far that way, right? But then it curves in. And then if you go towards far side, it continues to taper up the hill, making a triangle.
Okay.
Do you disagree with that?
No, I don't. I just wasn't seeing your I wanted to see your triangle. I wasn't seeing what you were referencing as the triangle.
Anyway, it's kind of triangular shaped, so I thought it was weird. But on the round one, again, round one. Honed. Yeah, round one we just got destroyed. Played against green again.
You got pwned anytime you played against green.
So we played against green again, and I got out within 5 seconds. They had us laned up, and as I was running towards the flag, just ping ping. Yeah, I don't think that's how you spell hypotenuse. Good try though.
No, that's how you spell it.
And they took us all out. They got all 3 points. Yeah, green kicked us both times, right in the nuts. And then round two, we played against blue. No, purple. It was purple. The round two was purple.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes, because they...
Yes, it was.
They got
We have
mad.
video of it.
No,
it's
I
purple.
understand. They got mad because they thought they were playing 3 in a row, and I was like, you just got on this field because they wanted them to play again. And the one bearded fellow got mad.
Anyway, what was he mad about?
So it went orange-green, and then you switched sides, and you played purple. And then purple was supposed to go on again. And the bearded fellow, and I think purple had a bunch of old-school paintballers who had played tournaments. Well, the one that had the beard, the one that I gave the pod to, was all pissed off. He's like, we've played 3 in a row, you gotta give us a break. And I looked at him and I was like, orange and green just played. You've played 1 game. Cool your jets. Simmer down. No.
And they weren't even ready because we skipped them. We still had another game before we were supposed to go on, but they weren't ready. Or someone wasn't ready, so we went on.
Red wasn't ready when you played Vietnam because it was back-to-back.
But it happened again at Black Forest. Someone wasn't ready, so we went on.
Well, John didn't do a very good job at the organization of the teams. So he already had everything set in mind before he realized how many players were going to play. And instead of just putting it into a spreadsheet, he used Excel with just 1 block and put everything in the 1 block instead of having everything in each cell. And he didn't organize the way to do the teams back to back. So if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed this, I noticed it because it confused me. Purple and red were the only teams that played each field 3 times. And the reason that happened was they did 1 through 10, they did 1 through 10 rounds. Rounds 1 through 10.
They played all 3 fields 3 times?
They played each field 3 times. Purple and red, no.
Then how did they have the same number of games as the rest of us?
Purple played Black Forest and Vietnam 3 times.
Then how'd they have the same number of games as us?
It worked. I don't know. Look, go to the scoreboard and I'll show you. So they made it work out.
Well, we'll come back to that.
Because I asked
we'll come back to that. So the next round, we played against purple, and we were going to play it a little conservative because we felt that the laning on it was going to destroy us, and so we wanted to kind of hold back a little bit. And my team did, so I agreed to it. So we did. We didn't push that far, but we had no resistance really, so we kept moving up a little bit. We got to the center of the field. I got the flag, and then we finally found them, and they had hidden down in the triangle the far side of the triangle. Apparently, they were all down there. We were like, where are they at? We knew where one of them was. And that was it. And apparently there was another one right behind him, and another one slightly to our left of him, and then there must have been 2 more down the hill. So one of them made a very nice move and shot me in the hopper, got me out from the side, then he got out almost right away. And then fought each other to a standstill. So again, we got 1 for the pull, and they got nothing. Then we went to Speedball. Speedball we did very well. So we played against Red first, right? Played against, Red first.
I thought Red was second.
Were we near or far first game?
You were near first game.
Then we played against Red first. And we won 3-0. So we got the flag and hung it. And then we switched and played against Blue and got all 3 again. I do feel bad for Blue, but we'll come back to that. Got all 3 again, so we got 6 on Speedball out of 6, which was really good. And
Speedball is where Orange came, because you're obviously Orange, came back. If you wouldn't have done so well on Speedball,
we still would have ended where we did.
Place-wise, yes, but the closeness of the place-wise, you would have been further back. You would have been closer to Red.
So score ended, Green was in first place with 16 points.
Purple.
They did very well. Green did very well.
It was random, obviously, so I'm not saying
Loki, get down.
It was unfair by any means, but they had very top-notch players.
Yes, so they came in first with 16. Then Purple came in second with 14.
Again, a very skilled team.
And then Orange came in third with 12. It's us.
Oh, you're...
Green, very skilled team. They had a lot of good players. Purple, again, very skilled team. Orange.
Sweetie, you're the best player of them all.
Thanks, love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you think Orange had no skilled players on it.
I did not say that.
Then in fourth place came...
Ow!
Then in fourth place came Red Team with 4 points. And then Poor Blue. Poor Blue had 0 points. They didn't win any points. I really feel bad for them because they... Again, it was all random, but they got 2 renters on their team. One kid, I'm not sure he'd ever played before. He may have, but he rented his equipment. He upgraded his gun, which I never recommend doing that because it's the assault rifle version of a GOG enemy, or you could just have the GOG enemy. The only difference is it's bigger and it weighs more, really. It's got a longer barrel, but who cares about that? But especially on a woodsball tournament / speedball tournament, that's just a bad idea. But he did that. Then there was a young woman who had played her husband, I think, or boyfriend. Her boyfriend was on green team, purple team. Stop it! Stop it.
I think he was on
Anyway, she rented equipment as well. So they had 2 renters on that team.
I think she had played before.
She's definitely played before. There's no question about that.
This is what I noticed about Blue. Because they did it when I was watching them on the near side. They did it on Black Forest, and they did it on the Speedball. 3 of them went to the same bunker. And the guy with the rental equipment who upgraded his gun stayed where he was. Now, I didn't see what he did at Black Forest. But the young woman, she moved. She noticed that, oh, why are there... I'm assuming this went through her head. It might not have. All 3 of us are here. What the hell? And she moved both times. And she was on the same side, and I paid attention. She was on the left side. But I think maybe that was
they didn't put any effort into like pre-planning. I don't think. So props to that guy for coming out and playing, and to her too. But she's played before, I think. He may have played once or twice, but he was obviously not an experienced player. But props to him for coming out to play a tournament. That's awesome. I'd love to see more of that.
I think it would have been, and I think because there's so many people that go to P3, who always go to P3, and they're speedballers who go to P3 to practice, that they know about these tournaments and they show up, and then you're playing against ranked players. Not necessarily semi-professional or professional.
Yes, ranked. I'm with you.
But, like, when we went to Bad Company and you played against PA Mercenaries, and they wiped the floor. They won every game and got first place. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to participate in local small little tournaments. But if you had more people that were just random, I think you would have a better chance. Because what surprised me is Red had the guy from PA Mercenaries who played in the Bad Company, and he had Cody from Whiskey Squad. So for them to do as bad as they did based on, I guess their skill level surprised me.
Red also, it surprised me that they had 6 players, because they had the one guy brought his nephew, little kid, maybe 10.
I don't even think he's 10.
He's a little kid.
He's a little kid.
He's definitely played before. He actually played at the two-man tournament. So they actually had 6 players. So I'm surprised that they didn't get more points than they did.
And I think he's
even though he's a little kid, it's still an extra body on the field.
And he's good. I mean,
for a little kid.
For being between 8 and 10, he's good for being that small, for being that young.
They should have just had him or someone. They should have just ran for the flag every time, because they had that extra body. So they should have just had him run for the flag and try to grab it each time.
I didn't really see him do much.
Because if he got out,
which surprised me.
If he got out, who cares? That's their extra player anyway, right? So just have the kid run for the flag. If he grabs it, great, you get a point. If he doesn't, you're no worse off than you were, than any other team, because that's what I would have done if he was on my team. Because, that's what we did. I just ran for the flag every time. If I got there, great. If I didn't, I didn't.
I feel there should be a tournament, though, for just walk-ons or, not necessarily ranked players.
So, no ranked players allowed?
Yeah, I know you wouldn't be allowed to play.
Then I wouldn't be allowed to play. Rude?
Okay, so one tournament a year where it's the street ball,
Rude.
which you can't.
I did expect there to be more rentals. So there was only those 2, or even the 1, if you want to consider the young woman not a rental. I expected there to be more. So good for the one that did show up. Good for him. But I thought there'd be more.
It was a nice day too. It was very warm.
Well, Alex, yes, I agree. So make it happen, Captain. You should have come to the Streetball Tournament, and we could have randomly put on orange together.
You also wanted to be on.
I wanted to be on someone's team that I knew, or someone, but I didn't know any of the ones that were on my team. I had played with.
I think we've played with this guy.
We have played with.
He looked familiar.
I've seen him. The one to my right in this picture.
He plays with Cody.
He plays with Cody, and we've played with him before. So I knew of him. I had seen him. I had spoken with him, but I still don't know him.
The guy in the middle.
The other Adam?
Oh, is this...
They're both Adam.
They're both Adam. Okay. So...
There was Adam, Brett, and CJ.
So, middle Adam.
Are you impressed I remember those names?
Yes, I am. I'm very impressed, actually. He's... Besides you, because I knew you were going to be vocal regardless. I heard him. He was calling out.
CJ?
Middle Adam.
Oh, Middle Adam?
I thought Middle Adam, because I remember when you were going over and you were like, who has the skills? And Middle Adam had all the skills. He was the fastest on that team, and he was the loudest on that team. Because what I noticed about green and purple, and I think purple just had a lot of experience. I don't think they necessarily had better talent than you. I think they just had more experience playing. I think they were older, and they've been playing in a lot of tournaments. But between green and purple, they were also the loudest. You heard them. They yelled at you. And they called you guys out. And I think that's the key to why they won. And why green was better than everybody else. Because you heard green communicate. And you heard purple communicate. And I heard you guys communicate. Red and blue. And I think it's hard to communicate when you're not a team. When you've never played with these people before. But also when you really don't know what you're doing. Like if I was on there and I had never played before, or I had played once or twice, and someone just started yelling at me, I'd be like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Because it took me a very long time to have somebody tell me what to do.
What?
It took me a very long time to listen to what somebody was telling me to do.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense.
Sorry. Because I remember the first time I felt like kind of successful was when we played with Sudsy. And Sudsy was like, just go there. And I went there, and I actually got something accomplished, and I was like, what? So, as if you tell me where to go, I'm going to go there and maybe do something good. But I think that's what, I think that's why green won. I don't think it was necessarily their talent. I think it's that they were vocal.
And yet, green team, they had a lot of really skilled players.
I didn't say that. I said they were stacked.
Purple team, there were a lot of good players on that team too. Third place,
okay.
Orange team.
You never let me. I was busy with the dog. Sweetie, how many times have I told you that
Nothing.
I think you are one of the best? How many times do I have to tell that to you?
Nothing. Not a thing. Didn't say a thing.
I didn't say a thing, no.
No good players on Orange. Green is stacked, a lot of good players, a lot of experienced players. Purple, a lot of experience and good players on that one too. Orange?
No.
Nothing.
You know.
Speaking of kids, I might be having a child. Clark, you're having a child? You're pregnant?
He said I might be playing with my 11-year-old cousin in Speedball.
Why you gotta ruin everything?
Because I want to. I'm already the worst tonight. Might as well get more worse.
You might be playing with your 11-year-old cousin in Speedball. I'm confused by what you mean by that. As in, like, you're going to teach him how to play? Or he is going to play with friends and you're going with him? What do you mean? Explain this to me.
Tell him to sign up for the camp.
Tell him to sign up for the camp.
When are we having our meeting with John?
I believe the 21st of December.
Of December?
Where and when and why are you playing 5-man drills? Like, what's the purpose? Is he on a team? Or are you joining the team that he belongs to? Why?
Maybe
Well, Alex, if that is the case, if I was the only good player on that team, which I don't think I was, why wouldn't she say, and that team had one good player? She still didn't even say that.
You didn't give me a chance to say that.
Wait. When this is over, because we can't do it while we're live, we're going to go back. We're going to rewind.
I know what I said.
We're going to play it, and we're going to see how long I waited for you to say something. Let's count it. What's your over-under? You think it was under 3 seconds I gave you?
I did not say it.
How long do you think I gave you to say something?
You know why I didn't say
How many seconds?
Because green pwned y'all.
How many seconds did I give you?
Purple.
How many seconds did I wait?
Fine, Dan, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm a horrible person.
How many seconds did I wait?
I don't give a shit.
That's not a number of seconds. He already has a couch. And his dad, he already has a couch, his dad. And 2, he is in Florida. Nah, it's just for fun with my cousin and his team. So your cousin, your 11-year-old cousin, belongs to a speedball team and lives in Florida. And his dad is a couch. And I am a drama queen because she makes me one. Right, Loki? Right, Loki? Right? Yeah. I know. I know, it's true. Yep. So, we came in 3rd place we were behind 2nd place by 2 points, behind 1st place by 4 points. But we were, 8 points ahead of the next team? So, 3 out of 5 isn't great, but it's not bad. But when you look at the actual amount of points, we are pretty far ahead of the next team.
Were you eating cat poop?
Yeah.
Were you eating what I appear to be those wood chips?
Coach Florida. That's how you spell Florida. His name is Coach Florida? Is he related to Florida the rapper? I wonder. Maybe he is Florida. What say you? So is he coming up here and then you're playing speedball with him, or are you going down there? You don't know if you can handle this. You're going down there? Why wasn't I invited?
Did he just turn into the on-site?
He doesn't know if he can handle this?
I think that was really Destiny's Child, but...
Coach Florida blows his whistle. I'll bet he does. I'll bet he does. And what are you crying about? Why are you whining? Why are you whining? Is it because you have eye gunk? Is that why? Are you whining because of eye gunk? Well, that's pretty much all I had to talk about. Explained how the tournament went. I'm excited to have more of those types of tournaments because I thought it was a lot of fun. What are you looking? Hey! Hey!
He wants this sticker from your gun.
So I hope we have more Streetball tournaments. They were fun. Or it was fun, and we should have more. Go Orange Team. Yeah, cool.
Do you want to pull up the scoreboard so I can show you?
Show me.
We were discussing. I need the other side, the other half.
You need the other half.
Yes, that was the bottom half. I need the top half.
That was the bottom half. You need the top half. Well, it would seem that I can't give you the top half because
Then
these
never mind.
pictures are weird.
Don't worry about it.
Loki, stop. Stop it! Let's see here. Let's see here.
So purple, 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 red, red, red. Now go to the half. So Vietnam and Black Forest purple played 3 times. Ultimate Woods Ball and Speedball red played 3 times.
Let's see. So
what Jen...
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, because they played 3 here and then 1 here.
Yes, and they played 3
and
here.
3 here and 1 here.
So you all played the same amount of games.
And so I assume that Red played 1 here, 3 here, 1 here, and 3 here. And then the rest of us, the other 3, played 2, 2, 2, and 2.
So John
okay, that makes more sense then.
And then Jen mirrored it so it made sense.
Alex, you can't play speedball. Psh, psh. Take your Tipex out in the speedball field.
Which, that's not what they should have done. But nobody asked me, so I just kept my mouth shut.
Until it came to math, and then you got all up in their grill and wouldn't let Jen just do it.
When?
When they were counting up the points.
That's true.
It is true.
I like to do math, I'm sorry. She can be mad at me, I don't care.
Well, Alex, would gladly play a tournament with you. So when you know of the next tournament, let me know, and we'll make it happen. Or if it's here, I'll let you know, and we'll make it happen. Airborne Assassin. I don't know where that is. Let's see.
Loki, baby, come here.
Don't know where that is. I have no idea. I can't find it. He's a Canadian guy. Oh, you're talking about he takes his Tipex onto the speedball field. I thought you meant that Airborne Assassin was a field that did tournaments. Okay, I'm following along now. I'm with it. I got you. Well, I mean, I play with my pump on speedball, just usually against renters, not other speedballers. Because that wouldn't be... Although I have played against people with speedball guns. I played against Kivo with his Ether 2, and I've won. I shot him right in the Kivo. Well, anyway, once we know of the next tournament in this area or in that area, you tell me and I'll tell you, and we'll make it happen. See, you have a place to stay up here. He plays on an actual speedball team with a Tipex? I find that unusual. Unusual. Because I don't think people are releasing their debts or their what's the word I'm looking for? Schedules yet for next year. But when that happens. Anyone have anything fun to talk about? Anything interesting happen to you guys? Anybody? Anything? Anybody? Anything? Anything? Anybody? Going once. Going twice. Alright then. Well, we're going to go to bed. Well, not yet, but we're going to go watch TV. Then go to... You got a sword? Alex got a sword! You're going to need to send me a picture of that right now. Right now. Send me a picture of your sword. Is it collapsible? That's the most important question. Is it a collapsible sword? And if it's not, why not? Actually, they're very hard to find. How long did I look for that collapsible sword before I actually got it?
A month.
It wasn't easy to find. And we finally got it at Toys R Us, which have now closed, so it's more like a katana.
You got it online though. You didn't go to a Toys R Us store. Didn't you get it off of eBay or Amazon that was from Toys R Us? I didn't think you bought it off of ToysRUs.com. But I was not paying attention when you bought it, so.
I specifically remember walking into the store and buying it.
Okay, then I wasn't.
It was in
with you.
Cranberry. I think John was with me. Not John.
Okay, then you did. I thought you bought it online. Then I was wrong.
Send me a picture, Alex. Right now. Right freaking now. Also, I heard you're modeling now, so I'm going to need to see those pictures too, especially if you're naked. But, you know, that's for later. So, good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.